Ran into you on a Friday night, both of us smiling like everything's alright. You asked me how life's been treating me. I said can't complain so easily. You laughed at something I barely heard. We danced around every dangerous word. Two actors standing center stage, reading lines we've memorized for days. Nobody in the room could tell how much truth we chose to hide, because some of the deepest wounds learn how to smile in disguise. We got so good at pretending we're okay, pretending we're happy, pretending we moved on from peace. We faked that losing us didn't leave a mark this deep. We're experts at pretending, but not at forgetting. Your pictures say you're doing fine, mine tell the same carefully designed lie. New places, new faces, perfect nights. Everyone believes the highlight reels, but nobody sees the lonely hours, the songs we skip, the thoughts we drown, or how your name still changes everything when nobody's around. We mastered looking healed, we mastered moving on, but healing and performing were never the same thing all along. We got so good at pretending, pretending we're okay, pretending we're happy, pretending we moved on from yesterday. You fake your freedom, I fake my peace. We fake that losing us didn't leave a mark this deep. We're experts at pretending, but not at forgetting. Maybe that's what heartbreak teaches, how to wear a mask so well, until even you start believing the stories that you tell. But every now and then a memory slips through, and suddenly all the pretending falls apart because of you. We got so good at pretending, everyone thinks we won. Two people acting unaffected by what we become. Pretending the late nights don't hurt, pretending the silence is fine, pretending our hearts don't still reach across the distance. Sometimes maybe one day you'll all be true, maybe one day we'll finally forget, but tonight we're still pretending, pretending we're strangers, pretending we're over, pretending we don't miss each other, and we're way too good at it. 2020, 2020, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Oh, 2020. Twenty, 20, 20, 20. Everybody thinks I'm doing fine now. Whiskey downtown, girls in expensive dresses, laughing too loud in crowded bars, like heartbreak never happened. My friends post stories with me smiling, neon lights all over my face. Nobody sees me leave before midnight, just to drive nowhere again. 'Cause every Friday night, my hands still know that old route home. Funny how the body remembers what the heart tries to forget. So I drive past the street alone, windows down, radio low, passing that little corner where you used to laugh, with your feet up on my dashboard. The city says I moved on, but these empty roads know the truth. No matter how many people surround me, every Friday night still ends with you. Ooh, still slow down in your apartment, even though you probably moved away. Sometimes another girl sits beside me, but it never feels the same. They think I'm chasing freedom, living some fast downtown life, but honestly I'm just avoiding going home to silence. Loneliness sounds different in your 20s, not quiet tears or broken screams, just crowded rooms and fake smiles, while missing one person secretly. So another Friday fades into sunrise, another bar tab, another meaningless kiss, and another drive through streets that still belong to your memory. 'Cause people only see the nightlife, they never see the ride home alone. You left our little hometown at 21, 2 suitcases in California in your eyes. Said I can't stay here forever. Well, I beg you just one more night. You chose bright lights over old memories, Sunset Boulevard over our street. And I watched your car disappear, like a movie ending too soon. At first you called me every evening, crying about auditions and lonely nights. And slowly your voice belonged to interviews, strangers screaming your name. Now your face is on every billboard downtown. Everybody in America knows your smile. You finally got those Hollywood dreams, the ones you used to whisper in my arms. But one night on a late show interview, they asked, who did you love the most? And you stayed silent for so long, before tears ruined your makeup. Live on TV. I still work at that old gas station, side of town, you couldn't wait to leave. Sometimes customers mention your new movie without knowing I once held your heart. And every award speech sounds beautiful, but I wonder if success is lonely too. 'Cause fame can fill 1,000 theaters and still leave one empty seat inside you. Funny how people chase dreams their whole lives, thinking happiness waits on the other side, till they finally arrive and realize who they lost getting there. Oh, now the whole world calls your name. Oh, now the whole world calls your name. Now the whole world calls your name. Now the whole world calls your name. Now the whole world calls you. Now the whole world calls your name. Now the whole world calls your name. Now the whole world, now the whole world calls your name. Now the whole world calls your name. Now the whole world calls your name. Now the whole world. You left our little hometown. Now the whole world, oh, you left our little hometown at 21. You left our little hometown. 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 coffee mug is where you left it, still sitting by the kitchen sink. Your favorite blanket's on the sofa, like you're walking any week. The pictures haven't moved an inch, the records still line up the shelf. This apartment looks exactly the same, but doesn't feel like itself. Every room keeps your shadow, every corner knows your name. The walls remember all our laughter, even when you went away. Everything's the same here, everything but you. The lights still shine through the windows, the mornings still break through. The keys still hang beside the doorway, the clock still follows every hour. But this place stopped feeling like home the moment you were gone. Everything's the same here, everything but you. I still reach across the mattress, half asleep some nights, only to find the empty space waiting in the dark. The silence has a different sound when someone's missing from your life. It's strange how one goodbye can change 1,000 little things. Every room keeps your shadow, every corner knows your name. The walls remember all our laughter, even when you went away. Everything's the same here, everything but you. The lights still shine through the windows, the mornings still break through. The keys still hang beside the doorway, the clock still follows every hour. But this place stopped feeling like home the moment you were gone. Everything's the same here, everything but you. Maybe that's the hardest part, not the leaving, not the pain. It's watching life continue while nothing feels the same. 'Cause every object stayed behind, every memory stayed too. And this apartment became a museum built around losing you. Everything's the same here, the table, the bed, the view, a hallway where we danced at midnight, the balcony we talked things through. But no amount of familiar things can bring back what we knew. This apartment still exists, but our story doesn't. Everything's the same here, everything but you. Late night American R&B ballad, oh, oh, oh. Beat ballad, oh, oh, oh. Beat ballad, oh, oh, oh. Beat ballad. Late night. Late night American. The coffee mug is where you left it, still sitting by the kitchen sink. Your favorite blanket's on the sofa, like you're walking any week. The pictures haven't moved an inch, the records still line up the shelf. This apartment looks exactly the same, but doesn't feel like itself. Every room keeps your shadow, every corner knows your name. The walls remember all our laughter, even when you went away. Everything's the same here, everything but you. The lights still shine through the windows, the morning still break through, the key still hang beside the doorway, the clock still follows every hour. But this place stopped feeling like home the moment you were gone. Everything's the same here, everything but you. Oh, I still reach across the mattress, half asleep some nights, only to find the empty space waiting in the dark. The silence has a different sound when someone's missing from your life. It's strange how one goodbye can change 1,000 little things. Every room keeps a shadow, every corner knows your name. The walls remember all our laughter, even when you went away. Oh, everything's the same here, everything but you. The lights still shine through the windows, the morning still break through, the key still hang beside the doorway, the clock still follows every hour. But this place stopped feeling like home the moment you were gone. Oh, everything's the same here, everything but you. I still reach across the mattress, half asleep some nights, only to find the empty space waiting in the dark. Silence has a different sound when someone's missing from your life. It's strange how one goodbye can change 1,000 little things. Every room keeps a shadow, every corner knows your name. The walls. There was no other person, no cheating, no betrayal at all. But every time I felt broken, you said I was overthinking. I told you about my worst days, but silence was all I received. Sometimes I wondered, was this love or endurance? I never needed you to fix everything, I just needed someone to listen. But slowly I realized my sadness became a burden to you. I didn't leave because love was gone, I left because I was too tired to keep trying. Every time I cried, you said you think too much. You never knew careless words could hurt someone for so long, until one day I stopped wanting to tell you what was breaking my heart. Oh, I learned to act strong around you, smiling like everything was fine. Because every time I showed weakness, I felt too sensitive in your eyes. Love should be a place to come home to, not somewhere that makes you lonelier. Being beside someone, yet unable to open your heart, that's the deepest pain. Some breakups don't come with screaming or tears, just one person becoming quiet. started the same. Open my phone, search your name, wondering where you were tonight. Who was standing by your side? New pictures, new places, new smiles on familiar faces. Trying to convince myself I'm fine, while losing pieces of my mind. I kept looking for a sign, something saying you missed me too. But all I found was 1,000 reasons to keep hurting over you. The day I stopped watching your story was the day I finally let you go. No more searching through the shadows of a love I used to know. I stopped checking if you're online, stopped reading between every line. And for the first time in a long time, my heart felt free. The day I stopped watching your story, you stopped controlling me. Now the nights don't feel as long, I don't replay where we went wrong. The silence doesn't scare me now, I learned to live without somehow. Your world keeps turning, so does mine. Separate roads, different signs, and that's okay for once to say. Without wishing you'd stay, I used to measure every day by whether you appeared on my screen. Now I'm learning life exists beyond the memory. The day I stopped watching your story was the day I finally let you go. No more searching through the shadows of a love I used to know. I stopped checking if you're online, stopped reading between every line. And for the first time in a long time, my heart felt free. The day I stopped watching your story, you stopped controlling me. Healing didn't happen all at once, there wasn't some dramatic goodbye, just one quiet night when I realized I knew more about your new life than my own dreams ahead. So I closed the page and chose myself instead. The day I stopped watching your story was the day the colors came back. No more living in your updates, no more walking down that track. I found pieces of myself again, the ones I left behind back then. And every step away from you led me closer to the truth. Sometimes moving on is simple, not a speech, not a fight, just choosing not to look one ordinary night. Stop looking, let it go. No more searching, I'm free now. Goodbye. You look happy in the pictures, sunlight on your face, coffee dates and road trips. You standing in my place. Everybody thinks you're over me, maybe even you do too. But memories have a funny way of finding their way through. 'Cause every night when the city's sleeping and there's nobody left to impress, the truth gets louder. At 2:03 a.m. you type my name again, scrolling through old conversations you swore you never read. He's the one you're holding now, but I'm the one you dream about. At 2:03 a.m. you come looking for me. You don't call, you don't text, you don't break the rules you made. You just stare at my profile picture like it might have changed. You tell yourself it's curiosity, nothing more than that. But if that's really true, why do you keep coming back? Daylight makes everything simple. Midnight tells a different story. At 2:03 a.m. you type my name again, lost somewhere between moving on and missing what we had. You kiss somebody else, but still compare his touch to the ghost of us. At 2:03 a.m. you don't miss me enough to return, just enough to remember. Maybe you love him, maybe you really do, but love and memory aren't always the same thing. And some people leave your life without ever leaving your mind. The hardest thing about goodbye isn't losing someone, it's carrying pieces of them into every relationship after. 2:03 a.m. the room is dark, the screen is bright, and there I am again. Another name you shouldn't search, another memory you shouldn't keep, another chapter you never fully closed. At 2:03 a.m. you still look for me. Morning always makes you forget me again. Until tomorrow night. My phone lit up at 2 a.m., a name I hadn't seen in years. For a second I just froze, like time got caught between memories. Outside the city we're still awake, neon reflections on my floor. I stared at your name ringing again, wondering what you were calling for. I used to know your voice by heart, now I wasn't sure what I'd hear. It was a 2 a.m. call from the ghost I used to love. Years disappeared in a single vibration, coming through my phone. And when I finally answered, all we shared was silence. 'Cause sometimes the hardest conversation is between two people who still remember nervously first. Said, sorry I couldn't sleep tonight. I said, yeah, me neither. Like strangers trying to sound alright. So much had changed since then. New jobs, new cities, different lives. But somehow neither one of us mentioned the reason we were really there. Maybe we weren't calling for closure. Maybe we just missed being known. It was a 2 a.m. call from the girl who knew my soul, the one who memorized my dreams before the world grew cold. And every pause between our words said more than sentences could. Because some people leave your life but never leave your heart. For a moment it felt familiar. We were 22 again, talking until the sunrise, believing love could survive anything. But reality always returns, and so does the distance. So after 30 quiet minutes, we said goodbye one more time. Not because we wanted to, but because that's what time had done. The light went dead, the room felt empty again. And somewhere across the city, I knew you were staring at your ceiling too, remembering us. Hollywood lights on your wet black hair, red Solo cups and smoke-filled air. We were drunk on pride and jealousy, saying things we didn't mean. You slammed my truck door hard at 3, rain falling down on Santa Monica Street. I watched your silhouette disappear, but my ego was louder than my fear. So I kept driving circles downtown, trying to outrun what we became. Every traffic light felt like punishment. Every song kept saying your name. It was a 3 a.m. drive through the city lights, looking for the girl I heard tonight. Then I saw you standing in the rain alone, under that flickering liquor store glow. I should've run to you, held you close, said baby don't go. But I just sat there shaking behind the wheel, too scared to face what I made you feel. Ooh, Your makeup running with the storm, hands inside that denim jacket warm. You look so small beneath those neon signs, and somehow that broke me inside. I rolled the window halfway down, heard thunder covering every sound. I almost called your name out loud, but you can make a man a coward somehow. Now sunrise paints the avenue gold, and I'm still driving nowhere alone. Funny how love can disappear, not in one moment, but one silent fear. Another 3 a.m. drive through empty streets, still replaying everything you said to me. 'Cause the worst kind of regret to live through is seeing someone waiting for your apology. It's the things you never notice. Made sure you always got home safe. Remembered every little detail, but struggle with what I should say. I thought my actions spoke much louder than any words could ever do. So I kept my feelings hidden, believing somehow you knew. Every I love you stayed inside. Every fear remained unspoken. And by the time I found the words, something between us had broken. I was a man of silent love, feeling everything, saying nothing, holding oceans in my heart while giving you only drops. You needed words, I gave you silence. You needed closeness, I gave you pride. I loved you more than anyone, but never enough for you to feel it. And that's how I lost you. Ooh. You asked me what was on my mind. I'd always answer nothing much, when the truth was I was terrified of needing someone that much. I carried every dream about us locked away behind my chest, thinking love meant staying strong instead of letting myself confess. You kept reaching for my heart, I kept hiding it away. Not because I didn't love you, but because I never learned the way. I was a man of silent love, feeling everything, saying nothing, holding oceans in my heart while giving you only drops. You needed words, I gave you silence. You needed closeness, I gave you pride. I loved you more than anyone, but never enough for you to feel it. And that's how I lost you. Now every sentence comes too late, every truth arrives alone. Funny how the words I couldn't say are all I hear when you're gone. If I could relive one moment, I'd stop being afraid and tell you every single thing I buried day after day. I was a man of silent love, and silence became my mistake, because hearts can't survive forever on feelings they have to guess. You deserve to hear the words, you deserve to know the truth, that every plan I made had you inside it. That every prayer I whispered carried your name, that every version of my future looked exactly the same with you. But I was a man of silent love, and now that's all I am. Ooh. 2026